Good morning. I understand that there is a process in order to eventually get a resolution from the European Parliament on the issue of the missing persons in Cyprus. Could you explain what the process is and what has happened already?
Yes.
And how long it might take?
I have been 2 times in Cyprus, visiting Cyprus, and after that 2 visits, I presented yesterday a working document where I report the results of my visits, and I present also some recommendations. So this is a working document. It was already presented yesterday on LIBE committee. Several members of your parliament were present, took the initiative to be present there. And now it's time for the different political groups to discuss about the report and the next initiatives that can be one resolution or other initiatives, yes.
How long would that take? Would that be something for the next mandate, or can it happen in this mandate?
No, it can happen on this mandate, yes. I think we have space, despite we be living at this moment, a very difficult moment in the European Parliament, because the mandate is coming to the end and we have a lot of issues to deliver, but I think that we have still some space to have initiatives during this mandate.
How can the Parliament contribute in getting Turkey to cooperate more with opening military areas in the north?
Can contribute to making recommendations to the other European Union institutions, and of course delivering some recommendations that of course it's up to Turkey follow, but are recommendations that will mark the relation between Turkey and the EU, of course.
Do you believe this issue can become one of the requirements for Turkey-EU relations to proceed, because it has to do with human rights?
It's not on my hands to speak about that, but the European Commission can answer to you.
Can you tell us about your experience visiting Cyprus? You told me you came to this file recently.
Recently, in May, yes. I was nominated for this file in May, yes.
And can you tell us a bit about what you've seen in your visits in Cyprus? What your contacts?
I saw a very active, society on this topic. Civil society is responding and it's working a lot, and both communities are working together. What for me it was a very positive sign. And it would be good that the political actors took this attitude of the civil society, working together and trying to come to solutions and trying to come to new excavations and new identification, and it would be good that the political side was solidary with this initiative from civil society and work together with civil society in order to have a quicker response to the question of the missing persons. Yes, because on both sides you can see both families from both sides. They are equally in pain. They are equally suffering. And what we need to do first is don't politicize this question and try to answer to what it is really a humanitarian question.
Have you seen the leaderships of the two sides being engaged in pushing forward
I
this work?
saw as a very positive sign this joint visit and the talks during the joint visit to the CMP. It was for me a very positive signal. So I wait for more, and I hope that we can see more time both leaders on the field acting together and trying to reach solutions together.
What do you think might be the best way to get people that have seen things that happened in the 60s and 70s, that have information but are afraid to move, and give information. What do you think the best way to encourage these people is?
All the conditions are giving, preserving the information, preserving their identity. Every conditions are created. So the only thing that is needed is that people trust on the conditions and go ahead and speak. And this is a question of humanity. And I ask to them to think on those that are suffering, on those that are needing to know about what happened to their beloved ones, and maybe try to wear their shoes, and in their position took the initiative to speak. Because anything will happen to them, it's a very, very good mechanism. Their identity will be preserved, everything will be preserved, and they can do that freely without consequences. The only thing that is wanted is to find the remains of those that disappeared. My appeal is that everybody cooperate on this, because it's a matter of humanity, as I already told. It's a matter of stop the suffering of people that lost their relatives, their husbands, their fathers, their grandfathers, because we are seeing the new generation also with this burden of suffering, and it would be good to release this new generation from this pain and this suffering.
Are you aware of the proposal for a Truth and Reconciliation Committee that could take the work of the CMP forward and expand it and maybe encourage more?
Yes, it's something that I encourage on my working paper to be discussed between the two communities. I think both communities need to discuss this and come to a solution. I'm not imposing a solution. What I think is that it would be good to have a mechanism for truth and for memory, because you only can forget what you know. And people really need to know, and really need to know the truth in order to alleviate their pain and forget what is the suffering. I think it's something that can be of relief for both communities, and of relief for each person.
And finally, there's a case of missing persons that involves the EU in a certain way. There's some information about a burial site in the north that was formerly a trash burial site that has been updated
speaking
with money
about
from the EU.
DICOMO,
yes.
Yes, on the last time that I was there, it was told me that the solution for DICOMO was pending for a short time, but a short time was needed to solve the question. I hope the question can solved very quick. That was told to me in September, so I hope that very soon that question is solved.
Do you have reference in the working paper, or perhaps in the future in the resolution about this issue, in case it doesn't move forward? Because it seems to be
Yes, of course, it's natural that the European Parliament address this issue if the answer don't come. What I addressed on my document, on my working paper, it was the answer that was given to me about that question. So what I hope is that the answer come before any resolution or any other initiative, yes.
So in this case, since the work that was originally done was done with the EU funds, will there need to be some sort of involvement financially by the EU in order to reopen the area? Is there some complication from the EU side?
That was not explained to me, but yes, perhaps some information need to be given to the EU, because it was with European funds that the little park that is there was built. So, but that is one question that needs to be dealt with, and the authorities were dealing with that question. I'm waiting for the answers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.